Yeah, it's tried, it's tested, it's worked. So why not keep doing it? Limp's so comfortable on it, and they've got this Nico baby Void. Nice, well-rounded draft that can scale infinitely into that greater stages of the game, into later stages. Secret's actually drafted something I think I never see for Secret. Almost everyone has a stun. Usually it's like they actually have like maybe one stun or something, or like just a couple. So almost everyone actually has a form of disable. It's very rare to see Secret go for this type of draft.
Secret is starting off with a 5-man smoke around.
Damn right, with like 4/5 stuns. Anybody they find will absolutely die. Alliance don't have the level 1 team fight with Void and DK, two kind of empty heroes at level 1.
Look at the drawing. FNG's saying, okay, make sure we cut all the way back around because you don't want to be running through the jungle. Secret might be there. Nico, baby. He's not going to get caught here. Secret are going to use that early smoke and not get anything for their efforts.
Yep. Nisha checks to if there's a ward in mid. Ooh, okay. So he checks to see if the ward's in mid. It wasn't placed just yet. And then it gets placed immediately after. Oh, nice little brain there from Limp. Nice little waiting.
They
do get Cookie skilled?
Yeah, that's... You a fan of that?
To secure Rune, is it worth it?
Yeah, it might be.
I don't... it might be. I'm not sure. Maybe. It's a decent amount of... Yeah, it's...
It's hard because I played this matchup, the Snapfire versus Lina, and it does feel good when you have Lil Shredder. You can actually fight the Lina, but if you don't have Lil Shredder, then she just outranges you, then she's hitting you with LSA, right-clicking you even more. So, I don't know. We'll see. They actually early Cookie stun, and then they followed up with a Stormhammer. Hanskin is going to be chased away. He has a healing salve, but that was a weird bit of aggression. At the very start, meanwhile, 2-man stomp. That's a nice way.
That's one way to make the Cookie work out. If your Sven comes over and constantly is throwing the stun to like get that harassment going, maybe they can win some regen fight, because Lina overall is just a much stronger laner. This hero's phenomenal, all the buffs she's gotten. Matu might suffer a little bit down here.
FNG's getting in there. Nico, baby, helping him out, and he just punches down Yapzor. The panel was talking about one of the downsides of Winter Wyvern is your poor laning phase, and we're seeing it in action here.
Yeah, you kind of don't do anything. You really don't, and ET is one of the better laners, period. As FNG... Oh, you see this pull? FNG? Okay, that was actual... Sorry, I pulled attention from something else that was happening, but FNG gets a pull that way. Yeah, he cuts the tree, and he pulls the range creep one through it like that. That's actually huge, because he gets the half pull, too. So that's going to put this Void's lane in a great position, and he's just going to be able to continue zoning Yapzor out. The Spirit's coming back. Yapzor, the damage, careful.
Yapzor, he's going to use his flight abilities in the best way possible, playing around those trees, so he gets a couple extra shots on the Elder Titan, but whenever that's down, he doesn't really have an answer to the ET whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's a very long cooldown. That's why we see these poor Wyverns.
Oh, double stun again. Little Shredders tearing apart Hanskin. They need a couple more hits in. Hanskin goes into the trees, but it's not good enough. The Fairy Fire will not save him. The kill score evened up.
Nice. I mean, nice that they're able to get the kill on the Lina. That's kind of unexpected with the Underlord lane. But they do end up persisting, and they do have cleave. What the?
You see that Yapzor in Cold Embrace. He's like, all right.
I actually was about to say, I think this is the build now.
Yeah.
I think you actually get Cold Embrace in lane now, because
you
feel so underwhelming if you don't. Your presence is super weak. You're just literally like a walking splinter best. I've been seeing more people doing this lately. I was talking with, I heard AUI talking about it too, and I was talking with him about it, and he likes it. So.
Did Cold Embrace, hasn't been nerfed or buffed lately or anything like that? Did it?
No.
It didn't always have a base heal, right? Was that a while ago that it was all percentage?
It was quite some time ago. I can actually check when it was exactly really quickly.
It's okay. I've been pulling up a lot of old Dota stuff today. As I said, healing salves aren't dispellable. That goes all the way back to like the early 7.0 patches.
Yeah.
Tsunami messaged me that one. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so old.
So yeah, there hasn't. No, it hasn't. It's been like that for quite some time. So.
Okay.
It was like 7.2 or something, 7.24 or something. It got changed. So, but yeah, I've been seeing more of this, especially with tanky offlaners. You can't zone them ever. Sure, you're not killing the enemy carry, but as Wyvern, when are you actually ever looking to kill? Right?
Yeah.
So, the idea of it is actually pretty interesting.
Nice use of the horns. The hammer there, Storm Hammer, to catch the range creep.
Were you about to say Hormstammer?
Yeah, I was.
Did you just switch him up a little?
You know. I'm all over the place right now. Yeah, so once again, I mean, this is the best example of Cold Embrace being effective in lane, right? Because it's against a support that has a very clear timing that he wants to right-click you. FNG, nice play.
Nico baby?
Ooh, Nico baby barely gets out in time. His support was missing. He rotated over and took away the water rune away from Nisha.
Yeah, nice move. FNG definitely doing good stuff up here. He has Tranquil Boots so early too on this 5-position ET, so allows him to move around to check runes like that. It's very nice. But Zai is going to have a very early Vanguard this game. So he's going to, his impact top, I think he's going to be able to just stay up there by himself versus the Void and ET, and then it's going to open up the map a bit for YapzOr to move around.
Yeah, and Winter Wyvern is actually not the worst hero at kind of ganking. It can definitely work for you. S4, he's going to keep chasing. He's got boots. Puppy's definitely dead. He doesn't even need a second Firestorm.
Yeah, I think versus a lot of heroes, Wyvern can be kind of underwhelming to gank, but looking at the two other lanes that he can go to, DK and Underlord, that's exactly what you want to play versus those high HP cores. So he could definitely look for some rotations. Mid, I actually I didn't know if this matchup, how it was going to go, but Limp is doing excellent in it. He was actually winning pretty hard until those last few creeps from Leshrac. And Nisha actually has to go back to base because his runes are all taken away, and the water rune, as you mentioned, from top was stolen.
So he's going to go back, get a rain drop. And
Limp's got 6. So he maybe would pop the ulti and hit the tower once or twice, perhaps.
Yeah. In which course, maybe we need YapzOr to be able to rotate just to be able to prevent the DK from harassing away at that tower. Top lane, Zai is going to be challenged once again. He's just going to go for a TP out. Nico baby hopes for the bash. Doesn't quite get it. Bottom lane, they're going for the Hanskin kill, but he managed. Oh, the last shot from Puppy. Barely gets the last hit. Meanwhile, there is the rotation from YapzOr, and it does kill the mid DK. Limp does die.
And it was actually before Nisha even hit 6. I was wondering if the move was going to work because he didn't have Pulse Nova yet, but even with just level 1 Edict, a little % base damage from YapzOr, it works. And now Nisha gets a haste. So now he can look to make more aggressive moves, actually, as this Leshrac and his catapults hitting the tower. And bottom, they get the kill on S4. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, this lane, this Snapfire plus Sven lane is working out really nicely for them. The physical damage amplified by a little Shredder, the little bit of a hop on the cookie helps this Sven just output so much more damage. There's a rotation coming in from Nisha, picking up a haste rune. FNG, he's certainly dead, and Nico baby hides away into the trees. Now, he's still going to stay here, but I don't think Nisha is going away until this tower's dead. We'll see.
It is only the level 1 Edict, though. He did put 2 points in stun and 2 points in lightning just for lane, so it will make that tower die quite a lot slower.
Oh, yeah, they've got this combo. The Axe or Centaur plus Cold Embrace. You know, you can farm stacks, you can hit, towers and stuff, and feel really good. FNG? Ooh.
I guess he's giving his life to try to pull the wave off?
I guess so, and he's actually using the movement speed effectively. Whoa, okay. Man, that was ballsy.
He successfully defended the tower. Look at this creep wave. He pulls it. I cannot believe he's alive. What the?
That was insane.
Tranquil Boot Windlace, the speed. He had plus what, 176, so he hit every single creep and every single hero with his spirit.
Yeah, and it's
now
not
look
like
at Nico baby. He's got this huge creep wave to farm.
Yeah, it's not like Nisha could stay up there because otherwise he'd lose his mid tower to the Dragonite. So he kind of had to go back. That was the window. Now he's got to go back and defend. And as you said, Nico baby has that full wave to defend. That was sick.
That was like 300 IQ right there by FNG. I thought for sure he was dead, but nope. He survives and does the big play. Great stuff. And now bottom, Matu also getting pressured.
Big kill if they can get it stuck inside, but the cookie will get him out. He does have a healing salve that's going to be gifted over into him. You see him drop the bracer for just that added bit of efficiency.
I love efficiency. Zai?
Name of the game for Dota anyway. With a double damage, FNG, he hits decently hard, and he can kind of get through that Vanguard. But of course, Zai does have his Stampede ready to go.
Yeah, I think that ward caught vision of YapzOr for a second, so they know they can't make any aggressive move when the Cold Embrace is available. Those are levels looking. YapzOr is very high level, actually. From that rotation on mid, he's near 6 already on Wyvern.
Oh, yeah. It always feels good when a support can get level 6 before 10, so you don't have to have that awkward conversation about whose ultimate is more important, who needs the tome.
Yeah, you don't want to have that conversation with Puppey either.
No, YapzOr, you will give me the tome. You will buy it for me, too. And Puppey's actually a very high level with all the kills they're getting bottom lane, too. In fact, he's been...
And now they're moving the Sven. So he just gets to chill down there alone and just get level 6 kind of for free, maybe off the next creep wave. Next 2 creeps, he will have it.
Do you ever think of this situation? Okay, both supports have their level 6. Do you want to give it to a core? You want to give it to, like, Nisha? See if you can get level 9, 10 a little bit faster?
Disgusting. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever. Those tomes are made for the supports.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if any hero wants all of his abilities maxed out, it's got to be Leshrac, right? Fucked?
I guess, I mean, it is. I guess it is possible. It is definitely a possibility because they do have these two such independent, these heroes and just go jungle and stuff. I mean, maybe.
Nico baby still sticking close to this top lane, is farming around, does have Chronosphere, but they just can't really fight through this Centaur. He's just like trying to kill the lane when he can, because otherwise he doesn't have a ton of places to be able to farm, especially with all the towers still being up. FNG gonna be run down by another haste rune. He's like, all right, this is getting a little old now. Oh, the stun actually misses there, so FNG survives. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they pop the Sven ultimate there to be able to get the kill on an S4. Still trying to run down with a Stampede. Matamamen might just be able to catch up. No, Hanskin's too fast thanks to the Fiery Soul.
Cap, I think Zai's going to be a big problem for them. I'm seeing some kind of big damage issues coming out from Alliance versus the Centaur. With Vanguard Hood and with YapzOr always behind him, I don't really know how they're going to be bringing him down unless they actually just all in everything when they have Splitter.
Oh, here it comes. They don't have Laguna Blade just yet on Hanskin, and they do have Cold Embrace as well. The Underlord's going to be here, though, and Zai, he's going to be in a sticky situation. The tower is definitely going to die. Zai hits the stomp before the pit can grab him. It's still out there, though, and Zai still likely to die unless the Winter's Curse. A cookie hop up the cliff, but Hanskin, he managed to get it from the low ground. Now the Chronosphere is going to be used. They managed to catch Nisha. A big, big kill. Dragon Knight stuck inside the Chronosphere, but it doesn't matter. They didn't need his damage anyway.
Huge move. They literally bring all 5 heroes to stop this Centaur pressure. The Firestorm absolutely needed. They needed that percent base damage to bring him down. And they do get the second kill onto Nisha. Pretty huge. Slowing down Leshrac early game is always amazing. If you can stop this hero from building up that early lead, can sometimes feel quite frail on Lesh.
S4 charges back down to bottom lane. After that successful team fight, you could see Alliance putting a lot of priority and pushing out their side lanes as much as possible because they know, okay, now there's no Chronosphere, so the threat isn't the same anymore. S4, Nisha missing another stun here. The pit's going to go down, and S4's actually going to turn around and start laying some damage out.
Nisha?
The cookie's going to be able to go out. The Laguna Blade is not enough to kill Nisha by itself, all because a stun from Puppey stopped S4 from getting that last swing, and an early Blink Dagger will manage to get the kill on Matamamen. The shots are going to be raining in. Mortimer's kisses. S4, a shot right on the mark. Bullseye for Puppey.
Damn, I was about to say, if he actually survives like that.
Yeah, would have been crazy.
FNG, he's so farmed on this 5 Elder Titan too. He's got his medallion already finished up, so they're going to have some extra elements quite early on in this game. And the Void overall in the game too, just because of little moves, like honestly, because of FNG pulling the creep aggro off a top tower. Look at his farm. He's actually ahead of Sven and Leshrac, which is not what you would expect after the start that Secret did have in the lanes.
Yeah. I think it's always nice because of how important Solar Crest is right now. If your 3 or 4 position isn't going to get it, you kind of need your 5 to have a good game because it's just such a value item. Lena wants an Aether Lens, and Underlord's got a plethora of items he wants to go, not a Solar Crest. So it's really good for them that FNG has this farm.
Yeah, and YapzOr just missed an Ancient stack.
Oh.
They actually don't have any stacks here for the Sven. That is quite problematic for Matu. He doesn't have anywhere to amplify himself, and Void usually does not have the same net worth as a Sven. That's usually why you pick the Sven into this, because Sven just way over farms him, but that is not happening, and it's going to be a very slow start for Matu after what looked like a good start in the lane.
Yeah, maybe we can get a look at how many camps were stacked in total by Secret, because it does feel like very, very small amount. Is
Yeah, YapzOr missed like 1 or 2 that I saw, so that was painful. They do have the Yules on Nisha.
Chain stun, that's enough. Nico baby.
They got it.
They showed so many heroes bottom lane that Secret were eager to make a move anywhere else, and they make a move both mid and top. Kill the 5 and 1.
Meanwhile, Limp takes bottom with Hanskin, and he showed the Blink Dagger earlier. He's also level 11. These two can still look to make these great aggressive plays. Maybe they can actually smoke soon, because they do have a Laguna available. Nisha still being quite fragile, as we pointed out. 1,000 HP. So he still can get popped pretty much from any of the spell combinations from the side of Alliance. But they're swinging down right away. They want to stop this pressure from the Lina.
She's going to throw out another Dragon Slave. And okay, good call by Hanskin, man. I really thought he was like, all right, he's going to throw another round of nukes and he's going to regret it. But thanks to that ward on the high ground, he doesn't take that bait. And he'll join the rest of his team for a smoke, it looks like.
Yep, they've got Chrono back up. They have Splitter online too, level 3 Stomp, so he can set up the Splitter even if the Chrono doesn't catch all the heroes too. DK farm's still down, but yeah, with Blink, they've got easy ways to invade, and they can just watch it. There's still no Ancient stacks. Matu's probably going to try to stack one himself here, but they're swinging. They have Ward Vision. The scan does catch them, though, but that does mean that Matu is forced away from Ancients, another situation where he doesn't get a stack, and Nico Baby's going to take him away. Might not lead into a kill, but it's a good aggressive move where they also get, I believe, a secondary deep ward. So they have the high ground one that probably gets dewarded soon, but then they have this one behind the tier 1 mid that FNG was able to place.
Yeah, I mean, between the wards being placed, the opportunity that may come of that, and then on top of that, just straight up, like, farming this hard camp and that Ancient, that's like 250 gold by itself. So you give that to yourself and take it away from Secret, then, you know, that's almost worth the cost of a smoke right there. We saw the camp stacked, as you were mentioning, Secret not getting that many. Only 1 apiece on 3 heroes.
They are able to get the tower bottom. So Zai, he does finish that one off, and he will be very close to Blink. He still is crushing it. You know, so the top of that net worth, still a absolute beast. But yes, this Sven is just quite far behind. I think is that his Echo Saber done now? Yeah, he does have it done. So not as behind as I felt that he was.
Yeah, about a 500 net worth difference between him
Matu?
and the Faceless Void. But if he dies here, the Mortimer's Kiss is going to be raining some shots in. The Cold Embrace is going to help protect Matumba Man, but he's going to be hit by an LSA. Laguna Blade, that's not quite enough by itself. They need a little bit more. S4 was looking for it, but he couldn't quite get close enough. Now Matumba Man turns around, keeps S4's chain stunned a little bit longer. Fortunately, S4 is tanky. He's got the Dark Rift. He's being run down. The Stomp gives him the space. Nisha could have run him down, but because of FNG, S4 will get away safely.
So close. My God, Matu living just barely because of the heals from that Cold Embrace.
Yeah, it feels even worse when it's not like the carry even has to go back to base. Between the Cold Embrace and the Mask of Madness heals, he's just going to keep farming. He's not slowed down one bit. Unless maybe he should have gone back.
YapzOr.
Nico Baby going for the solo kill. The Cold Embrace is coming. Oh, the bash killed him.
The bash damage.
The bash magic damage ends up killing him. Nico Baby, they're going to try and burst him down. They get the Stomp. It's barely in range, but they get him still. Zai, he gets the Stomp in to get revenge, but still a massive kill for Nico Baby, no doubt.
It's a solo kill. Look how much he actually gets for it. Like the 531 gold, but also the experience he gets is absurd. He gets like over a full level for it. YapzOr did all he could. And Cold Embrace cast range further than that of Winter's Curse, so he tried. Just the bash came out.
Yeah.
Now they know there's vision in the area though, because he jumped up very confidently just right into that Sven, but well worth it for Nico Baby.
Man, I can't believe Winter's Curse is less range than Cold Embrace now.
Yeah. They ruined Winter's Curse. I don't know. That spell feels really tough to use in a lot of... You can't use it as a setup anymore, which really hurts the hero, I feel. Like, a lot of times you can just curse and you tell, like, 2 people to TP and they have time. You can't do that anymore. It's Matu again, up top.
Is he going to die here? The Stomp. They need some help. Zai. Oh, nice blink from Limp and a good retreat as a whole from Alliance. They realized they didn't have the damage to kill Matumba Man, and very likely reinforcements were on their way and still chasing after Limp, but he's got the movement speed to stay ahead of them.
His DK form is still active, so Alliance probably looking to still try something up here, at least stall out as long as possible. Nico Baby doesn't have Chrono, though, so it's just going to be mostly stalling and catching if someone's too far overextended. It's Zai.
Stampede, but he's stuck. He just can't get anywhere. No, it's not Stampede, but he's just kind of like stuck inside the pit, and then the stun off of the Dragon Knight. Yeah, there was too much there.
And the Firestorm and the Earth Splitter, they're the big difference makers. You know, that super tanky Centaur, these percent-based nukes are actually going to make him killable. I thought he'd be much more invulnerable, but yeah, percent damage working out excellent versus Zai, especially when you can keep him in it the whole time.
Oh, hey, look.
And they're swinging over, still chasing, and they scout out an Ancient stack.
Yeah, another Ancient stack. They're
gonna take
hoping
this.
that Matumba Man would, you know, do a lazy kind of, all right, I'll circle my way back into the triangle, but he doesn't. So Alliance will still instead just take that Ancient stack for themselves.
And now with that kill top, and with Chrono used bottom earlier, Chrono's back up.
Oh, they're going to pincer him.
Time for Nico,
they're going to sandwich these guys. S4, Ooh. He's going to need the Dark Rift out of here, but it may not be enough as they're just going to, yeah, he's very, very dead. Maybe with the Stampede, they can catch more. Zai turns around. Nice hit by Hanskin. A two-man LSA stun that will make sure that the Zai Centaur can't catch up with them.
Love seeing the bloodlust from both sides, really. Just both playing around their cooldowns very nicely. Nico Baby, as we said, he still has Chrono when he does look to go up. And interesting to point out, too, if you see his skill build, he actually only put the 1 point in Chrono. So.
Oh, okay. So he's just focused
it doesn't scale
more
that great.
so on, yeah, he's just focused on farming, you know, just every once in a while he'll Chronosphere when he has to, but better just play for that late game and farm as efficiently as possible.
Still trying to keep spamming up this top lane. The two spammers, S4 and Hanskin. I think Zai has to give a little more respect to the percent damage, especially with the Roots and the Atos coming in. Nisha.
Winter's Curse. That's not going to be enough to bail him out. He's hit by the ET Stomp. Once again,
I think they're not giving respect to the control. I don't feel like this pit and these chain stuns coming up from Alliance. I feel like Secret's just either underestimated or just not giving respect at all to Alliance when they're going for these pushes. They get the tower inevitably, but these are costly. They lose Zai once, they lose Nisha now the second time.
Do you
don't have
think
to commit anything big either? It's just like a splitter from the support.
Do you think that getting that tier 2 and unlocking the outpost, is that important in some way? Is it because they really want to do Roshan or something? Like, why are they so set on that objective and forcing it?
That actually is a good question. I mean, maybe they are looking to take that one away soon when they do get these item timings for the Sven, and then they will inevitably go for the fight around Rosh, and it will block the TP access. But yeah, I'm not sure. That's interesting.
Well, it's certainly Secret can do Roshan. They've certainly got the physical damage and a bit of minus armor thanks to Snapfire to be able to do so. But
no Solar Crest though, and Puppey he's not even building toward it. So nobody gonna have that to amp up the Sven at all.
Oh, that's interesting. We started the cast talking about how big that item is right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Puppey was gonna get it for sure after he got Glimmer, but he hasn't queued it or anything. Maybe he still will because it's so valuable, but. Yapsor, he's prioritized Blink. He knows his positioning is going to be everything to counteract Alliance's jumps from me. So
look at this.
Fine.
Smoke for smoke, but Alliance found a double damage room. Both teams are looking for a fight right now. This DD could be the difference maker here. Or it could be the difference that they don't have all 5 here in time. Puppey is going to be spotted. Glimmer Cape, he gets away. The Dragon Tail stun didn't actually connect.
They're still looking, though. Nico Baby has S and Y, Maelstrom, DD. Like, he's super ready to fight. Matu, he's not really the most ready. Without BKB, sure, he's got Blink, but if he gets jumped, he's still gonna just die if Yapsor's not there to bail him out.
They re-smoked. In Secret, they're gonna find... There's Yapsor. That's exactly who Alliance wanted first. They're gonna be able to bring down this big team fighting support. He tries to get out the Cold Embrace. That's not good enough. On the other side, though, Matumba Man takes down FNG. So... the fight is going to be breaking apart here as Matumba Man wants to get out of here, but he's just not going to. Limp. There's the pit. There's the LSA, and Nico Baby's here with the double damage as well. Great movement by Alliance and great recognizing that opportunity that was available. Doubling the smoke up just to make sure they find a fight.
I think they're really recognizing how much stronger they are. Like, Matu is so far behind in net worth. This is, like, your Sven, 1,000 gold. Even if he was even with the net worth on the Void, he's significantly behind on Sven because of that. So, yeah, seizing the opportunity with these double smokes, DD into Roche too. They're going to get this one.
Man, what a sick DD.
But yeah, really. He's also just, he's so farmed on Nico Baby, really. It's quite crazy to point out. Like, this Maelstrom, Mask of Madness, SNY at this point in the game, it's usually not the point where your Void, who was in a tough lane, would be.
Yeah.
It's massive.
All right, a good 1,000 net worth over the Sven now. And as you said, the Sven is supposed to be the one farming faster. So this is like 2,000 net worth lead for Alliance. It's a lot bigger than that, especially with the Aegis. Secret continuing to always play on Alliance's side of the map. Like even now, Nisha is poking away at this tier 2 tower. They're going to smoke back. Are they going to try and fight into the Aegis? I mean,
into the Chrono, into the Aegis? They don't even have BKB on Matu yet. Like, Matu has to keep farming. This is a risky move if Secret does look to fight into this. They will just get annihilated by... This is a level 18 now, so now he does have max Chrono.
It's funny because, like, I'm not sure Alliance would expect them to fight just because Alliance is so strong, but they're not making any mistakes in positioning, at least not yet anyway. They're going to jump for the back line and go for Dragonite first, see if they can kill him. They do manage to do so, but S4 managed to get the pit onto 2 with the Laguna Blade taking out Nisha. Winter's Curse onto the Faceless Void, but it's not going to last for long. He's going to try and take down Puppey. He's going to get on top for a second there. Matuma Man, meanwhile, did kill the Lina. His damage with God Strength is what is going to make Alliance retreat. They still have the Chronosphere. They're going to go back into it. Time dilation first onto Matuma Man, threatening that Chronosphere, always threatening it bit by bit. The percentage-based damage is doing its job on a Matuma Man. Now they just need a little bit more of the Chronosphere. They got Yapsor to make sure they can put the damage on a Matuma Man. He didn't need to catch the Sven inside of that one. They managed to hit him with the Hoof Stomp, though. Maybe he'll lose his Aegis, or maybe he won't. He won't. He time locks the damage off. He starts putting it onto Zai. Zai, Cookie, maybe they can't take it down. Aegis is gone, but it's going to be a one fight for Alliance's Zai. He can't get away from the Firestorm. FNG runs down Yapsor to a man. Alliance beat out Secret.
And that's without Limp. Limp died before getting BKB up, before getting a single spell out. They 100-0'd him with the chain stun, and they're still able to take the fight on Alliance. Nico Baby, I love the hesitation, just the patience, waiting for Yapsor to step in just a bit too far to get that Chronosphere. He kept threatening it, like you were saying, and he was able to find the perfect grab.
Like, Nisha almost looked like he wanted to just run into the triangle.
I can't believe how bloodthirsty they are being into this when they are this big of a deficit into a Void.
Yeah.
Into such heavy team fight.
A Void when he's got Aegis and he's got Chronosphere. Like, they just did not give a damn about the quote-unquote advantage. Maybe they should have. They lost that fight, and maybe they can catch FNG. Fortunately, a good stomp, but he's going to be slowed down. Puppey. Dominating streak for Puppey because he's just been getting kills thanks to Mortimer's kisses.
I still want to see... He's got Yule's queued up. I really want to see him build Solar Crest, I'll be honest with you, but... Because I do feel like Matu needs all the help he can get in this game. Because he's so far behind, still no BKB just yet. He needs to be amped up a little more. So he's got Yules, like we were saying, to be able to protect from the outside of these Chronos and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see if it ends up working out.
All right, well, Secret... This is the kind of aggression you do expect. Chronosphere down, so Secret want to get what they can on the map. Maybe even take a fight, potentially, but... It's only going to last until Chronosphere is back up, I presume. But we'll see.
Yeah, we presume. But they might just still battle anyway, even into Chronosphere. Who knows right now? Alliance, they will take the tier 2 bottom themselves. Outposts are still claimed from Secret. So they are denying a bit of XP toward the way of Alliance.
They managed to find a DD room at the top lane, and they had a bottle. So Matuma Man has that, so it may be a possibility here. It's Secret's chance to win some fights thanks to the rune opportunity, but we'll see.
Definitely, he's got BKB and DD and level 18, so they might actually have a chance to be able to fight into this one with no Aegis up right now too. Yeah, they could. I think they could definitely look to go into this here.
What a big difference. Enchanted Quiver on one side, Orb of Destruction on the other. It's both items. Very big pickups for either side.
Yeah, Matu also found himself a tunic, so a little bit of evasion kicking in,
nice.
movement speed so he doesn't get kited versus all these stuns and control. That'll be pretty big too. And Yapzor did find a headband, so further cast range for these cold embraces and curse. So he can sit further back now to protect. Because he's been getting caught even just by time dilation when he runs in. Just the AoE of it has been catching him a few times. So smoke from Secret with this DD. Let's see who gets the jump.
Yeah, it's only going to last in that bottle for a bit longer, so they want to find that fight now while they can. Alliance, they've got the Chronosphere, but they are being patient. Once again, Hanskin, they have a scan on him. S4, or excuse me, Zai's acting like he didn't have the scan.
Look at Hanskin, though. He's cutting trees. He's moving in more. Nisha, spider legging through to find him, though. He knows.
Yeah, smoke's going to break eventually here, and no way.
Nope.
He was just outside of nighttime vision. Hanskin kept it going that entire time and does TP out.
And now he's going to join his team, too. And they've got a smoke ready. So it's a lot of these fights up to initiation. It's going to be if Nico Baby, can he catch or be aware of the positioning of that Wyvern as he picks up a full eye of Scotty. He's unbelievably tanky now. They find Matu to start it.
Matu without Yapzor being around. Yapzor does have his Blink Dagger. He's going to be TPing in here. Alliance.
Defensive Stampede.
Yeah.
Alliance re-smoking, just like they did earlier, knowing that this is a window for them to look for this big fight. They still have this ward top too. I don't know if it actually gave them any info just yet.
Yapzor, look at him. He's breaking smokes by cutting through the trees like that and then blinks out. Alliance, of course, they're like, our smoke broke. Like, where is he? But he was in a hard area to be able to find.
Secret just they're trying to buy some time here versus this Chrono. Zai trying to finish up this next big item here, going for his axe. He might get found.
Oh, Zai. Oh, okay. They were actually scared of him. They thought the rest of Secret was up there, I think.
Yeah, Limp's DK form was ending, so I think someone must have made that executive call. Like, careful, quickly.
Yeah.
But Zai, he'll get time to buy Ags. So now they'll have more defensive abilities, at least to try to protect Matu, as he's really needed in this game. So inside that Chrono, he'll have Cold Embrace and that nice reduction. And the Stampede reduction, of course, did get buffed. So it is that 5.5 seconds when he has it finished.
Jesus, look at that damage dealt, man. The percentage-based damage is no joke from the Underlord. I would love for them to take that outpost, but...
Oh, look at this setup. Nisha.
Yeah.
He's not going to expect this.
Yeah. Oh, they got him. Rod of Atos. And he will fight back as he can, but against 3, it's not a fair matchup. Matamba Man's going to use his extra boost of movement speed to make sure he's not caught as well. Nice move from Alliance.
And FNG somehow has the 5-position ET, not only with Solar Crest Cap, but he's got Aghanim's.
Wow.
It's not the biggest one because he isn't playing versus one of these Agi cores like your Morphling, Spectres, etc., where that's where ET really thrives because he can stand next to them and break the armor. But either way, it's going to make him a real big nuisance in the fights anyway.
You could see a bit of the effect of the ET in these fights as Sven actually just got his level 20 talent and went to plus armor rather than the movement speed because he's like, that bonus armor is really important.
Yeah, any times that you can get plus armor for sure versus ET, definitely appropriate. I didn't even know that talent existed, I'll be totally honest with you.
Yeah, I think that's a new one.
Tier 2, claimed up, and oh, look at what's top rune.
Oh, another delicious blue rune.
Limp's like, all right, got my bottle ready. Here you go, Nico baby. And Roche will be up in about 2 minutes, so they can hang on to the DD in that bottle until the Roche does come up. That's going to be pretty huge for Alliance for that next fight.
Man, they just last in bottles for so long.
They really do. And Nisha's game is just hard. Like, he has to itemize like this, but not having his own defensive item. I mean, he at least has the Bloodstone heal that will come into play, but man, he just can get popped so easily from this Alliance lineup.
See, these bottle power runes are so big because, like, Secret's going in under smoke, but they don't realize that there's going to be this double damage, and that's a huge factor.
Zai, whipping the sun.
Yeah, Zai, he misses out on that one. S4, he's breaking the smoke now. Into the back. Matumba Man, he jumps forward almost immediately going for FNG, and they will manage to kill him with the first bit of the BKB. He's going to jump forward. They're going to go for the kill onto Lesher, but they don't quite get it. But Nico Baby's finally here. He has his double damage ready to go. He's going to be used up for a second. Stun going out. He's actually being chained up a little bit here. But of course, nobody really wants to fight into him. Finally sees the opportunity for that Chronosphere. He's on him onto Tumbaman. But Tumbaman's just being ripped apart by that double damage. Now it's Nisha's turn as well. The 2 cores dead from Nico Baby. He goes for a 3rd one as well. Zai, he hits a stomp, a winner's curse, but Yapzor couldn't get away. It didn't drag in the Dragonite. Now Zai, he's surely dead. Nico Baby handles Secret.
And it looks like a decent jump for them. They get onto FNG, but the buybacks are ready. And Nico Baby, he pump fakes the 1 chrono, forces the blink back from Yapzor, and then limps like, don't worry, buddy, I got you. Jumps in, controls Yapzor for the chrono to catch onto Matu perfectly. Some great tag teaming teamwork from Alliance in that last fight.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they look like they planned that all together, right? Nico Baby, no way for him to get caught. Nico Baby also jumps in, but he doesn't pop the DD right away because he doesn't have a BKB to protect it. He gets used, he still has that DD in his bottle, and then he's able to pop it. Then he's able to hit that Chronosphere, and that double damage means it's not 1 core kill he gets, but 2.
Alliance really is looking like the best team fighting team right now in Europe. Like when they get these type of fights, just the way that they set up and they just like tag team and work off of each other, you really start to see the beauty in it. And now into Roche right away. I saw Nico Baby, he had Shard queued up, and now he doesn't even have to purchase it as he can just get one for free off of that Roche. And now the game very difficult for Secret to bring back.
Yeah, you can see, like, he jumps in after everyone's, like, the burst damage is already kind of there. Matumba Man, he wanders back in. He's like, okay, I gotta help my team. But that's when Nico Baby sees the opportunity. He's like, great, I can get the Chronosphere onto both cores, so Cold Embrace can only save one of them. Yapzor was being harassed by both S4 and Limp at that time, so he was playing for the Cold Embrace counter, but his allies also backed him up there. They also said, we're going to make sure this Winter Wyvern isn't a problem for you.
Yeah, it was like Limp, honestly, just recognizing the fact that he can get the jump on him there is perfect. And yeah, like you said, 2-man chrono also, he probably could have only saved the 1. Is Limp again.
Hopped into them, stuns Nico Baby, but now has put this Leshrac in an awkward position. The Cold Embrace is only going to do so much for you, especially as the magic damage is enough to kill him, even as the curse comes out. Yapzor, he dies, caught by the ET Limp, jumping forward, seeing his opportunity, seeing their opportunity to be able to beat Secret and place themselves, most likely, it's the first slot here in the Western European DPC puppy. Very easy kill. The tips being given away. Alliance are feeling it right now. They've got this game.
He tipped Puppy. He tipped Puppy. Oh my god.
Nobody tips Puppy. Nobody.
Man, this is such an impressive game, really, from Alliance. Like, everybody just doing such a good job of understanding how they need to take the fights. That last one, even FNG just having some fun with it. The ET splitter with the Shard, too. He jumps into the back on top of FNG. Now they have so many ways to reach the back lines. 2 racks is claimed. Nico Baby not stopping.
Keeps that a-rolling. Megas soon to ensue here as he jumps forward, seeing if he can potentially catch the Winter Wyvern. Doesn't. The smoke breaks. Matumba Man, he thought he had himself a sneaky position, but he's been caught. No chance to even get off the BKB. The damage just rains on in, and Nico Baby, he keeps on poking at him. He says, you want to get close to me? I'm ready to go. I've got the Shard. I can jump in, jump back out. The cookie goes in. They're going to buy back now, and a Matumba Man, they're going to go for this kill, but Nico Baby jumping back in and then back out with the Time Walk Shard. They're going to try and take down this Aegis and see if they have enough, but they don't quite get him.
They can't even kill him the once.
They needed that kill. They needed to kill, take away that Aegis now, and then see if they can burst him down a second time. Another double damage.
Oh, well, of course. Why not? On top of giving him also, I didn't point this out because I feel like I point it out every game, but Nether Shawl. You know, that magic resistance for Nico Baby has been pretty clutch most of this game, and even just extra amp up for his time locks. Limp's actually the one who's just going to take the DD. He's like, you know what, Nico Baby, you've had enough. I want my fun. I like playing with DD as well. It's my bottle after all.
Yeah. It's fair.
Man's
not wrong.
Last racks.
I mean, they see Puppy out on the map. They're like, okay, we're just going to go back into the base. Another jump forward, another jump back. He just keeps it going. BKB activated by Limp before the stomp comes in. They're just going to go for Megas here and then potentially get out as Nico Baby keeps on teasing Secret. Nisha going to be saved by the Cold Embrace. Matum Man's finally going to come in. He actually pops a God Strength. They're going to go for the kill now, and a Nico Baby, a three-man Chronosphere all lined up. A Winner's Curse is going to be able to save them for a moment, but it's only a second or two before Nico Baby rains hell down on Secret. No buybacks from those two cores,
GG.
and Puppy calls it GG. Alliance get another 2-1 victory. 4-0 now, the Western European DPC.
And they're guaranteed now, right? Well, it should be as long as they win the other matchups because they faced all the hard teams.